Greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars and Marvel dad. Week 7. 7 weeks playing Marvel Strike Force. Having a lot of fun farming some of our favorite Marvel characters from when I was a kid back in the 80s. That's right, boys and girls. Hey, this week's been kind of fun. I've actually been going after my Orchis team a little bit. You're going to watch them here. This is my last node of hard villains, hard nodes, or whatever they are. A little bit of beef along the way with this. I'll talk about that in a moment. We'll take a look at my Orchis team. We'll talk about the X-Men that I've farmed along the way because somebody asked me about how my X-Men were working, and a team that I've got to work on here in the near future. It seems like my work is never done with the different teams I've got to upgrade, but it also seems like at the level of game that I'm at, that the teams that I farm at the levels that they're at work with the game, if that makes any sense. I guess what I'm trying to say is it seems like Marvel Strike Force is like an overall, like, your roster just moves forward with inevitable momentum on its own as you just play the game. So it seems like just playing the game generally propels you forward, and every now and then you gotta step aside and farm a new team, which is very different from well, I guess talking to people that like experts like Dorky Dad and Boylon, that's just how the game works. There's really no other specific way to do it, which still kind of perplexes me a little bit, but it is what it is at this point. So I don't know, I'm just gonna farm this here just to spend the energy. Okay, so I've reached level 79. I'm getting very close to level 80 here. That should actually happen tomorrow. And on my roster, I'm gonna go show you well, first of all, I've been very hesitant to add levels to these guys now. Like, I'd love to get them to level 80. It just seems like it's so expensive right now. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna not gold wise, but well, actually, maybe even gold. I mean, if that's level 79, what does it take to get to like level 100? Is it like 4 million credits for one level there? So it's all very interesting to me how this is coming together. So I'm kind of being a little stingy with my materials right now, although when I hit level 80, that's when I can start taking some of these characters to gear 15, and I may need desire to start doing that. What's this up here? Reach level 9. There's another? I swear to God, dude. How many different ways? I did not know this existed. Maybe it wasn't showing before and I never noticed it. How many different ways are there to gear up or get abilities for characters in this game? It just seems endless. It's an endless trove of ways to gear characters and upgrade characters. Okay, I've spent the week working on my Orchis team. Why is that? Specifically to get through the villain hard nodes, which I'll show you in a minute, and I'll show you where my beef was for that in the meantime. So I got these characters. The only one here that's actually farmable on a node is Lady Deathstrike, who I actually started farming when I got her. The rest I've just gotten from orbs here and there. So we'll continue to get these guys in orbs. I was told that this is a really good team. This is like one of the new teams that's really good. I know that Scientist Supreme's been out for a long time. I don't know about the other. I think that Nimrod and Lady Deathstrike are maybe new characters, or maybe they're, I don't know, maybe Sentinel's new. Whatever, I'm putting this team together. I've been told it's a good team, but I've also been told that only lasts for like a month or two, and then you gotta get new teams, whatever. I'm still adjusting. So the Orchis are a big priority of mine, and let me go look at those dark nodes, and we'll talk about my X-Men a little bit. Here we go. I had a little bit of beef this week, so I got to these dark nodes. I'm just used to saying that. The heroes nodes and villain nodes, and on these early ones, it was all just, you gotta have villains, etc. to do them. So, and it's weird to me that, like, it's the same. I have beef now. Okay, I'm sorry. I got confused. I guess I hadn't finished the regular. We'll go ahead and do this so I can show it. I guess I had not finished the regular villain campaign, and I clicked on that, and I just finished that at the beginning of the video. So, Nooch too confused, everybody. I finished the regular villain campaign today. Congratulations to me. Didn't even realize I hadn't done that. But I've got a little bit of beef over here. I thought I had this, and I got there, and I'm like, where is it? Looks fine to me. No, this is not fine. In the villain campaign, now I need villain mystic characters. I am bothered by, and I don't have them, by the way. You can see here, I've got Ares here at high levels. We'll get them all. Stop him. I have Ares, Hela, and Loki. I mean, upgraded in any form whatsoever. Nobody else has been touched. It seems like after these first couple of nodes, I was able to do it with just my Sinister Six, which, by the way, I don't think I upgrade these guys a lot. Maybe, oh, it's because I had her in there, possibly. Yeah. These guys were not working on earlier levels of this either, but I think I've upgraded them since then so that they would have been working. But why do I have to farm so many different teams? I mean, why, if it's villain hard, why can't I just take a villain team and get through it? Like, I'm struggling with the idea that I have to upgrade so many different teams just to get through the basic nodes of the game. Like, these are the basic nodes. Regular nodes, hard nodes, that's basic stuff. I gotta farm, now I gotta go farm a Mystic Darkside team. Well, it's annoying me, but you know what? I gotta farm it anyway. I gotta farm a Mystic team anyway because I'm looking at raids, and that's where I was gonna go later, but we'll go there now. When I'm looking at raids here on this raid, I actually need a Mystic team for this too, and I actually died here. Yeah, I actually died here with my Mystic team. I got nothing left to use. Well, I got a couple left to use, but I gotta have a full team. So, well, I can heal them, I guess, couldn't I? I could heal them and just finish it off. Let's get her healed. I haven't been using healing at all. That's kind of on me there. But my Mystic teams don't go together like at all. They don't really match up at all. So I need to get a Mystic team that's got some synergy on it other than just being Mystic. I meant to sim that. I did sim that. Okay, good. So that's something I got to work on there. But clearly I need to get a villain Mystic team on my roster. There's a lot of different teams to farm. I don't mind. I have zero beef. With farming different teams to do different raids. That makes a lot of sense to me. Eat it again. Who am I gonna put out here after the... That wasn't really close, was it? These guys are skilled. These guys aren't Mystic, I think. But, so I get it for the raids. I just don't like the fact that I have to farm multiple different factions and types of characters to get through just the normal, easy, or hard nodes in the game. That bothers me a lot. With that said, let's go upgrade some villain Mystic characters on our roster, and then we'll take a look at our X-Men here. So let's do this. Let me, hold on a second. Was that what I needed? Let's make sure that's what I needed. I might be getting myself mixed up here with as much going on. I'm figuring out the game, but I ain't perfect yet, brother. I mean, clearly, I went into the regular villains node instead of the hard villains node. Clearly, I'm not ready to go yet. Villain and Mystic. Okay. Let's upgrade some villain Mystic, and let's see if we can get some synergy as well. So let's go with villain. I do like the sorting here. I like the way this kind of works. Mystic, okay. Now, that would be actually, the sorting would be a real pain in the butt on my phone. I'll say that. It would be nice to have bigger boxes of it. See, I'm trying to figure out which one of these might go together. Maybe the two Lokis have synergy. Villain, Cosmic Mystic, support Bifrost, Asgardian. Bifrost, Asgardian. Okay, well, they would have some synergy together. She would be Asgardian. Okay, so that's some synergies. Maybe I get the three Asgardians going. And then I've got... I kind of just want to upgrade Thanos, honestly. What does Ares got going? Protector and War Ready. That's not a lot going on there. He seems to be more plug and play. Anybody else War Ready? Oh, good. Okay. Well, there we go. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Baby, Loki, and Thanos here, just for fun. Okay, so let's do some training. I'm not going to go to 79. I just explained that. Can I go to here and be okay? 260. If I go to the end, it's... Yeah, see, look at that. If I go all the way to 79, that's it. That's all my training materials. But I'm just going to go to 60 here. Okay, we'll do that. 60. I do like these sliders a lot. I think the gear sliders are really good, and that shows you the gear you're using. I think that's quality stuff over there. I still wish these games would give us ability sliders more than they do. All right, hold on. We're getting upgraded right now. I'm gonna take these guys in, and I don't know if Thanos is a mistake or not, but we'll take these guys in. I feel like this should be able to get it done, especially with all the synergy on these characters and the Lokis working together with the Hellas and etc. Hold on, we're getting there. So that's really what I've been working on. I'm going to show you my X-Men teams here in a little bit. Somebody asked me on stream today, which X-Men should you upgrade? Nobody should be asking me what they should. Let me go do this here. Nobody should be asking me in Strike Force what they should be upgrading in the game at the moment, because I'm still learning things. I'm gonna fast forward through this, so we'll get this done and I'll be right back. Okay, we got our upgrades done. Let's see if this is good enough to get me through that hard tier. I feel like it should be, especially with Ares in there being a new character, because we know how that works. No, and no. I don't really like this little baby boy Loki model, by the way. It kind of just looks kind of like a douchey kid. So I'm just not a fan of that. Let's see if this is good enough for us to get through this here. I feel like it should be. So yeah, somebody asked me on stream what my X-Men look like. We're gonna look at my X-Men next. It continues to interest me how the game works. And when I said earlier in the stream, it's like your roster kind of just marches toward this inexorably working, rather than having to specifically farm, teams that you want to get to where you're going. I enjoy building. I enjoy planning out what I'm going to be doing in a game. I enjoy the long grind of building up teams and making them work. I really enjoy that stuff. So I'm not 100% sure that that's how this game works. And, well, hell is about dead. Got a little death proof over there, but we'll see if this works out. So it's going to be interesting to me as I move toward level 105. And is she gone? No, she's still there. She healed a little bit. I don't know if this is going to get through. Ares is almost dead. And if he's dead, then I think I'm dead. But the level of upgrades that are required here just to get through this, I have beef with that. I don't really like that. So we will see as I move through the game if I'm able to plan more for those special battles at the bottom. The Apocalypse and Odin battles. And no, this isn't going well. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So not really a fan of this. Not really a fan of this. Might as well back out. Let me take a look here and see. I'm just going to look again at my Mystic. Well, I'll look at it later. I'll have to find a Mystic Villain team, I guess, to get me through that. That one wasn't going so well at all. Let's go throw it on the raids and see what happens there, and then we'll take a look at my X-Men. And I'll head out of here. I promise. I promise. I don't like that. I don't mind having to upgrade teams. I find it a little frustrating. I have to go upgrade so many different teams. And I get it. I get it. That's the deal. You do. I feel like, I guess, let me reword this. I am used to, that's a better way to put it. I don't need a new team for this. This is gonna smoke everybody. Yeah, that's gonna be slaughter. What I am used to is different game modes require different types of teams being farmed, as opposed to one game mode needs not just needs multiple teams to get through it, but requires multiple different factions and groups of teams to get through just a basic game mode. And I'm not used to that, and I'm not sure I like it. We'll have to see it as time goes on. Let's pull up all my X-Men here. Asked about it. I have to type it exactly. Okay. All my X-Men. I have farmed and upgraded a lot of X-Men here early in the game. Cable, Polaris, Gambit. Well, let's run the teams I'm running. I'm actually running a team of Jean Grey with Cable, Polaris, Storm, and Beast, because they all have Jean Grey synergy. Got some in here, right? I think it does. Yeah, if this character has Jean Grey ally, flip 2 positive effects and 2 negative effects. So he has Jean Grey, and then Polaris has Jean Grey. Yeah, if they have Jean Grey, and then I've got Storm. If this character has a Jean Grey ally, or if they have 3 or more Immortal X-Men. But yeah, Jean Grey there. And then, of course, Beast, Jean Grey ally, right? So they all go together. So that's the team I've been running there with my X-Men there. I got a secondary team, which looks like Havoc with Phoenix, Nightcrawler, Emma Frost, my girlfriend, and Cyclops. Basically, I run them out there as my second X-Men team. I'm even close to like a third X-Men team here. If I had any materials to spend to upgrade them, I certainly would, because I don't mind filling out my entire X-Men roster. I would be perfectly happy in this game, since there is no super directed farming in the game in this state. I mean, I'm 7 weeks in. I mean, I'm 2 months in. But since the game is structured that way, I'd be perfectly happy putting together like a third full X-Men team, but I got no training materials to do that right now. It is cool. I will say this, the Havoc event, the Starjammer event just ended, right? And I've got Havoc at 3 stars with 5 red stars. One thing I do think is cool in the game is that these characters are usable even at lower stars. Like, there's no, I think you guys told me this, and so far I haven't seen a ceiling. The ceilings to gear upgrades are only based on their levels, like what level can I train them to get the gear. And so with that, I can take a character like Havoc at 3 stars, 3 red stars, and if I can gear him up, I can maybe make that next X-Men team, and I can get him to gear 14 or 15, you know? So there are no limitations, there are no star limitations to gearing. I think that's cool, and it does allow me to use those characters in different parts of the game, and I think that's a positive. But I have really enjoyed farming my X-Men. Let's go take it. What's going on, Emma? How's it going? I've seen her models in Marvel Rivals 2, and holy God, they went crazy in that game. It is really interesting to me because my memory of Emma Frost, I showed you guys this before, from the 80s, late 80s and early 90s, is she's wiry. She's like tall and like, you know, she's tall and thin and she's awesome and she's sexy, but now she's maybe like short and thick and sexy and awesome. So pretty much Emma Frost, she's with the bustier is what does it, right? It's not as cool of a bustier here. When you got the bustier with the tie-down thing, that's just, anyway, got it going. So, anywho, that's the roster right now. That's everything that's going on, everything we're working on right now. I did have fun getting my Orchis up. They did help me a lot through those the villain nodes, but now I've hit a wall with Mystic characters, so I got to work on Mystic now. So, we'll get those guys favorited and find some Mystic villains that we can use for next week. So that's what I'll talk about next week with my roster, and that's what we got on week 7 in Marvel Strike Force. I did not get my Crucible recorded this week. I got to get better at that, you know, mixing in the time with covering multiple games. It hasn't been a super long game mode, and just you know, you got the one day to play. I need to just set aside 20 minutes, record it, and then I can tack it on the end of these. I'll be working on that. Anywho, have a great day, everybody. I will talk to you soon. I'll see you next week for week 8, and always remember, it's too good.